to this beautiful tutorial. So today we'll be making this particular beautiful gown. Okay, so this gown is made up of two parts. There's the bishop collar, there's the top part of the gown, and then there's the flare part, and then there's a beautiful belt. Okay, as in the band. If you look at it properly, you will see that it's not just an ordinary band that was fixed there. I'll be showing us how to fix that band to come out like that. Now for the top bodies, I want to make something very clear. Sometimes you see some styles you see in boutiques and ready to wear styles, and then you go home and you practice and you find out that yours does not have shape. You find out that yours is not as fine as. Sometimes there are some things called hidden darts. Okay, now some of these pictures you see online, some of them have darts, but in the course of using the phone to edit it, they delete the dart. So you that is watching it, you will not know that it's carrying that. You go and sew your own, and your own is shapeless. Okay, so today I want to be making this beautiful gown, and I want to show us how it was made. Now the tutorial for the bishop collar, I won't be talking on the bishop collar so that the video will not be that long, but I'm going to be adding in the description box. If you want to know how to cut your bishop collar, please check the description box below to see how to cut your bishop collar. Okay, so let's go right into the tutorial, and we are going to be cutting out just from the neckline down. Okay, my emphasis is going to be on that pleat that you are seeing in front of the skirt, because that is where my subscribers that said I should do the illustration is having issues. Okay, but I want to show you a simple and easy way of making this gown, and yours will still come out looking beautiful. Now the material you are supposed to use for this material shouldn't be any material that is strong. Okay, Duchess is perfectly fine for it. Now let's go right into this tutorial, and then just like I always used to say, my borderline is very important to me. Okay, I've created my borderline. Now for the neckline, we are not going to be using these 3 by 3 inches standard measurement for neckline. We'll be using the personal neckline for each client. Okay, my neck depth is different from your own neck depth, and then to calculate your neck depth, it's bust divided by 12, your bust circumference divided by 12. Bust circumference, I mean your round of your breast area. Okay, whatever you get there, divide it by 12, and then you're going to get the neck width. Okay, and then you're also going to put the same net width in it here. Okay, and then you're going to connect with your curved ruler, but because I'm using a mini measurement, right, I'm going to use my free hand. Please do well to make yours covered properly well. So whatever I'm doing on my tutorial, guys, you already know me, that what I am here for is just to show you how to do it. Okay, just a sample, because we have over 1,000,001 styles that we are going to be working on. So you saying I should cut it on fabric, how many I won't cut, except it's clothes that I want to sell. That's when you see any clothes you see me cutting here is clothes that I want to, except for the ones in my masterclass which my client sent in and said, okay mama, cut on this particular fabric. Okay, so but here you watch my video, you see, you have an idea of what you are supposed to do. The idea is, I don't want you to say because you don't know how to cut it, that's why you are not in business. Bring that style that is difficult for you, let's treat it here. Okay, so now I have imputed my neckline. I will be imputing my shoulder measurement. Now let me talk something about this cut together sleeve. Okay, some people don't used to measure their shoulder measurement before cutting out the sleeve. They'll tell you it's cut together, they just measure from shoulder to back of neckline to sleeve. Sometimes when you do it that way, your sleeve will be short. Yes, so I like measuring to my shoulder and measuring the actual sleeve length. Okay, so now I've measured my shoulder for this person. Now I measure the person's sleeve length, which is shoulder to the cuff area, like so. Okay, so the shoulder for the cuff area for this person is 27, because I want the sleeve to be very full. I want the sleeve to be very full. So shoulder to cuff area is 27, but in that 27, remember, you can see that this gown has cuff, the sleeve has cuff. Okay, so let's make that sleeve 4 inches, right? So when you are doing yours, you can do whatever you feel is fine. But now I'm going to be cutting exactly this gown that you are seeing on my screen. Now this cuff I am looking at is up to 5 inches. Okay, so 27 minus 5 inches, that will be giving us 22. So I'm going to be marking 22 right here. The remaining is for the cuff, right? Let's remember that our cuff is 5 inches. Now I will come down again. Okay, I will come down again to mark my armhole, even though we do not need to mark armhole, but just to be as a guideline, I will have to mark my armhole depth. Okay, and that is somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here. And then I extend my line. Now the next thing for me to do is, when you look at it, you see that that band area is on the waistline, right? So your waistline is 2 inches above your navel, and then I'll be marking my 2 inches above my navel, which is somewhere around here. Okay, I mark it again so that it will help my ruler to position well. Okay, so I will now rule my waistline, right? So this is my 22, which is for the sleeve. As you can see, that sleeve is very bogus, so don't bother about the shaping. It was the pleating together of the sleeve mouth that gave that gathering you are seeing on that cuff area. Okay, I will also mark my bust line. Okay, my bust line is 10 inches from the shoulder. I will also mark my bust line. The reason why I'm going to be marking my bust line is so that I can be able to apply my dart. So my bust span of 4 inches, I mark here, and then I also mark here, and I connect with a straight line. But the dart I'm going to be putting here is not like I'm going to be making it a corset dart. So just 1 inch from the bust area, and then I remove ½ inch by this side, and I remove ½ inch by this side. Okay, now I will connect like so. Now I will be the next measurement for me to impute is my waist divided by 4. Don't worry about the allowance. Okay, allowance will come when you are cutting the fabric. Okay, the allowance is going to come when you are cutting the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to be doing my waistline divided by 4. Okay, and whatever I get, I'm going to impute it, and my waistline divided by 4 gave me somewhere around here. Okay, now from that place I will go up by 2 inches. Okay, I will go up by 2 inches, and then whatever I have from here to here, I will also mark it from here to here on that 2 inches. So whatever I have from here to here, okay, I will also mark it on this 2 inches that I came up with, which is around here. Okay, so I will bring down, I will connect like so. I will connect like so. Okay, and then I will connect like so also. Now, and then I will bring it down this way. Okay, can you see? So now from here, I don't want it to be a sharp curve here, so I will just come straight like this and curve it out. Just make it to curve out nicely. Okay, make it to curve out nicely, and that is all. Your top part of this gown is ready. Okay, then I cut it out. So there is something I did not tell us. Okay, and that is that normally we are supposed to slant our shoulder, come down by 1 inch for our shoulder here, but what we are now going to do is to come down by 1.5 inch around this area, and this is my 1.5 inch, and so I will connect that 1.5 inch to that my neckline. Okay, this way. Okay, so I'll be cutting it out. Now for the back line, please remember that you are coming down by 1 inch. Okay, just 1 inch is okay. Okay, now this gown does not really need a back zip and hook here, and then the zip should just be on the side of the waistline. Okay, put your button and hook here, but let there be zip by the side, and that will be all. So we are done with the front top part of the gown. Remember that this material is on fold, and then we set it aside so that we can cut the cuff. Okay, now so that we can cut the cuff, and then we said the cuff is, when measuring for your cuff, you will measure this area, which is the wrist, and then you will measure this area somewhere around this area, okay, which is the 5 inch. Now instead of it to be tight, let it be loose so that you can shape. Okay, measure it properly so that you won't have problem while fixing it, because by the time you start shaping it, it will give you, start making it look funny. So if you want a neat job, just measure to get the exact size. Now your round wrist and your round arm around this area. Okay, so now the cup itself is 5 inches length. From here to here is 5 inches, right? So we are going to be marking our 5 inches. Okay, now our round wrist, for me, mine is 9 inches, but because this cuff is put on fold here, I'm now going to be measuring 4.5 inches, right? 4.5 inches. Now my round arm here is 13 inches, divided by 4 is, divided by 2 is 6.5. Okay, I mark it here and then I connect, and then you connect lightly, okay, and you cut out. Remember that when you put it on fold to cut on your fabric, you add your allowance. Okay, okay, so you can see our top and our cuff is ready. Okay, our top and our cuff is ready. Okay, now we go over to the skirt part, which is the wahala part of this gown. It's very simple, but it's very trickish. Okay, so let's go into it and see how it will look like. Now this gown, when you look at it properly, is not a 360-degree flare, it's a 180-degree flare. Okay, now 180-degree flare, if you ask me that I am a beginner, I will say cut the front separately and cut the back separately. Now to cut the front separately, if my waistline is 40 inches, I'm dividing it into two, which is 20 inches, right? That means I'm cutting 20 inches for the back part, and I'm also cutting 20 inches for the front side, right? So let's go ahead and cut the back side first. Now, and I told you to cut out your 180-degree flare, you will fold your fabric into two. Okay, you will fold your fabric into two this way. Okay, you fold it into two this way, and you will now fold another triangular way, and which is like so. Okay, you fold it like so. Okay, you fold it like so. Okay, so now this is the this is what is called cutting on bias. Now you are going to be doing 20 divided by 3.14. Whatever you get is your radius for this area. Okay, now to get the total length of the skirt side, which is the flare side, I want my own flare to be 25 inches, right? So 20 divided by 3.16, I want to assume that it gave me 6 inches, which is wrong, but this is just a rough estimate. Okay, it gave me 6 inches. I will mark 6 inches from this pointed area. Okay, from the starting, I will keep marking 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches till the end. Okay, and then later I will connect. Now my skirt length is going to be 25, right? So I will do 25 plus this 6, because I want this place to be 25, right? So I'll be doing 25 plus this 6, which is 31. Whatever I got, which is 31, I will mark it this way, I will mark it this way, I will mark it this way. Okay, then later I will now connect. After connecting, you now cut out. Now for your back pattern, your back pattern is ready. Okay, so this is your back pattern. This is my back pattern, right? Please know that while cutting out on your fabric, please add sewing allowance to it. Okay, and then you attach it. I set this aside. Now I will come to the front. Remember I told you to cut the front and back separately, right? Now you have cut for the back pattern, it's now remaining for the front pattern. Now because of the pleating in front that you are seeing, instead of me to cut, I will be making it times 2. The flare I will cut for the front will be times 2. So my 180 degrees that I'm going to be 180 degree flare that I'll be cutting will not be for 20 inches again, but it will be for 40 inches. I will tell you why. Now I'm going to place my fabric like so, and then I've already folded it into 2 again, okay, and then I will fold it again bias way. Okay, can you see? I will fold it again bias way. Okay, now I have folded 40 divided by 3.14, okay, is what will give me my radius for the front pattern. And this is what I get. I want to assume that this is what I got, and this is what I'm getting again. Connect. Okay, I connect nicely like so. Now I want my gown to be 25 inches, so whatever I got here, I'm going to be adding 25 inches, and that is what will give me what I will have here. Okay, and this is what I am getting. Make sure you place your ruler at the tip. Okay, this is what I'm getting, 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 and this is what I'm getting. So I will connect it nicely like so. Okay, and then I'll cut out. Okay, so this is the upper part of the gown. This is the cuff. Remember that all these things are placed on fold, and this is the front. Remember that all these are placed on fold. Okay, all these things are placed on fold. This is the front pattern, while this is the back pattern, but we are going to set this back pattern separately, because where we want to work on is the front pattern. Now if you look at that gown very well, you will see that the whatever happened on that pleat happened somewhere by the side, and this is where it happened, right? Okay, this is where it happened. Now I will fix this place. Okay, I will fix this place. This side of the gown was only pleated. It was pleated by this side, right? This side of the gown was attached to the waist. Okay, so what you are going to do is this: you will attach from here all the way to that point where you are supposed to, where the whole drama started, which is this area, right? Okay, now you will still attach again this side of the flare, attach it all the way to that place where the drama started, which is this area. So you find out that the excess we have is from here to here. Okay, let's set it aside. The excess we have is from here to here, right? Now whatsoever you have, but on your own fabric is going to be wider. Do you understand? It's like this because it's paper and it's a small measurement. On your own fabric it will be wider. Now this is the excess we have after we have attached the flare from here to here, and we also attach from the back again from here to here. Okay, so this is the excess that we have, and this excess we are going to divide it into 3. When you divide it into 3, this the third 1/3 of the space is exactly here, and then we are going to fold it. Remember that this is a flare, so the folding is not going to be straight. Okay, you can see what I did. The folding is not straight, and then we slit it. Okay, and then we slit it. Now this excess that is by this side, if you look at it, okay, you see this is where we pleated to. Okay, this is now an excess. Now this excess was pleated this way. Okay, this excess was pleated just like this. Okay, this excess was pleated just like this. You can see it was pleated. Now the excess by this side, okay, the excess by this side was not pleated. Instead it was allowed to drop this way. Do you understand? It was allowed to drop this way, and it was now pleated this way. It was now pleated like so. You pleat it, you pleat it, You can pleat it 3 times, you can pleat it 4 times, anyhow you like. It was now pleated like so. Okay, it was now pleated like so. Do you see? It was now pleated like so. Let me even trim off this. Okay, it was that excess on this side was allowed to drop, and then they now pleated it. Do you understand? But this one was not dropped. This one was pleated at the waist, but this side was allowed to drop, and it was now pleated by the 2 sides. Okay, now when you are done, you will now attach these 2 together and sew it, covering the line where there is the joining. Okay, you will cover it like so. Okay, you will cover it like so. Do you understand? You can see it clearly now. You will cover the pleating like so. Okay, you can see now, because of the way this side was pleated, can you observe that this side is now short? Okay, can you observe that it's now short? Now see, look at what you are going to do. Okay, can you observe that it's now short? So what you are going to do is to trim out this one into this part. Okay, you now trim out this particular one anyhow you like it. You just have to be creative about it. You trim it out. Okay, you trim it out. Okay, you trim it out into this one. Can you see? So this is exactly your gown. This is just a rough work, but if you follow it, if you follow what I have done now, you will get exactly what you have in that picture. Okay, so this is your gown like so. Okay, can you see? This is your gown like so. Okay, because of the pleating that was pleated here, this side became short. Now you don't have any problem with it. This particular one, you will now, as you attach it, you will now stitch it together with this one and make it to hide. Now this side is now going to be longer than this one. You just trim it into it, and that is all. That is all. So let's go ahead to cut it on the fabric. If you want to see it cut on fabric, let me know in the comment section so that I will know whether I'm making the video. But if you are okay with this and you can just try it out, also let me know in the comment section so that I will know that okay, you are fine with it like this way, so that we can go ahead. We have 1,000,001 styles. This is the neckline for the front that I'm trimming out. Okay, so we have 1,000,001 styles that we are going to be trying out. We do not, for anyone I do and you are okay with it, just like and place it in the comment section. That for all of you that are telling me thank you after watching my video, I love you guys loads. You are the reason why we are here. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.